Right. All right, dudes. What's up, YouTube? So, hey, I decided today I wanted to take a look at some skateboarding. Now, I'm either the worst guy or the best guy to do reaction videos to skateboarding because I don't have any of the history. I haven't seen many of the big moments. You know, if it doesn't reach like the mainstream full on, like something they're going to show on the evening news, I probably didn't see it. And I pulled up a video here called My War. And as I'm scrolling through, I'm like, I see a skateboarder in My War by Thrasher. Come on, dude. That's what I experience every damn day I get to board, dude. A war. And so I wanted to check this video out and do a fresh, first time reaction to My War and Chris Joslin. Let's see how this war goes down. All right. Can I just space bar to push play? Let's try that.
I wish I could see the show today. We in Cologne and we got rained out again and again and again. Fingers crossed that we're gonna do it today, cause we're gonna leave here today too.
My War.
Just been dodging rain.
Chris Joslin.
Pretty gnarly.
Is that him?
Definitely the busiest spot. Look how many people there.
Start off, I don't know any of those names. And hopefully this series on my channel, I'll start to get to know those group of riders. But yeah, let's check this out. This looks gnarly. I don't have any idea what's planned here, but let's see.
It's at the main train station in town. There's a cathedral where all the tourists go all day, every day.
So many people, and they just kept getting in the way. They would sit on like the top stair. He started trying the back 360 kickflip and eventually was sticking every single one of them.
Dude, you know, it looks like some people here moved, but it's like you show up, you're a pro skater, you got a film crew, and you got people still like, I don't know. I guess they don't respect skateboarding. They don't respect this art to I don't know. It is what it is. But to see these people just walking right in front of the guy coming by, it's kind of sketchy. Maybe he needs some more of his homies out there like, hey, yo, wait up, hold up. I don't know. Let's see. God, dude. He's like landing on the board every time. How big are those expansion joints in those concrete? Man, you know, just pulling a normal ollie, I get weirded out by uneven, not level concrete, a crack, a piece of bubble gum. And this guy, I mean, at least most of those expansion joints are kind of angled. So, you know, he's not going to take a wheel locking up in it, except for that one big nasty crack right there. I wonder if that's giving him a problem on this. Oh, dude, if you do something like that, wouldn't you want to wear pads? Dude, I'd be out there looking like the Stay Puft Marshmallow guy, dude. Like full on, like chest protector, like motocross shoulder pads. Like full padding. And already, how many attempts have we seen? 5 or 6? 8? This guy's taking a beating, dude. Ugh.
It's one of the many tricks Chris has.
Dude, gnarly. Look how hard that guy's working, man. He's got like sweat in his crack. Right there, too, man. The disappointment. Like, damn it, dude. It's disappointment, fear of mangling yourself. Let me just get this so I can walk out of this place. This is the thing that I'm torn in skateboarding. I like the idea of pros knowing how to do their trick and their spot flawlessly every time, like fully learned maneuver, you know. And half pipes, you know, Christian Asoy, Tony Hawk, they go into these tricks. They're repeatable, like every time, you know. They seldom fall until they try the really radical, really outside the box new maneuver. And this is the thing about street skating that gets me. It's like you just going for that one clip to say you did it, to have it. And I guess that's really cool. And I guess this trick on any skate park ground, Chris Joslin can probably pull this off everywhere. But it's this element of being a warrior and saying, you know, I can go out into the city. I can deal with the people. I can deal with the security. I can deal with the cracks and the gum and the whatever that's on the street and on the concrete and whatnot. And you can keep your mind calm enough to be able to face your war.
He was pretty dialed and he was sticking everyone, so we just expected he was going to make it.
Ah! Gnarly. You do that in your 50s, you ain't getting up next week. Hands down. Hands down. You crawl into the bathroom in the morning. You old guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I've got to push myself up off the bed after 2 days of skateboarding on a weekend. Yeah, seriously, like, I'm not sure that my knees are going to support the weight. All right. This guy,
Close, but
a warrior.
So that was bad. Yeah, that was out of nowhere. I tried to bail, landed back on it.
Oh, God, that was painful. Done. You're not getting back up from that. Oh, hell no.
It's hurt. He's like trying to touch it. Just speaking German of it. Can't even understand him. He's just trying to help, but not helping.
He pushes that guy away.
Well, everybody decided you have to come back for sure for that.
Chris happened to be in Germany 1 year later for a contest, so we arranged to meet him in Cologne. We only had a couple of days in town before we had to go on another Etnies tour, so time was precious, and unfortunately it rained most of the time we were there, so it came down to the last day.
Dude, imagine what he's feeling coming back to that, right? Like, that's freaking Yeti with big-ass teeth. He's 10 feet tall. I would find reasons to not be in the area. Man, you got to whisper and not tell anyone you're going. But see, that's the mentality of a true warrior, you know? He's going to go back and be like, you know what? I got to tick this one off the list. I imagine there's some kind of like, all those people watched me. I made all those attempts. I had it. Like, I don't even know what made this guy fall so many times because he's landing on his board, right? Like, does that even make sense?
Yeah, here we are a year later after the rolled ankle. And the day I tried it, we actually were like, had these guys like power washing the floor and the ground, you know, like the spot. So we had to like ask them.
Those are cool jeans. I like the jeans he's wearing.
Them for like an extra 5 minutes, and that's why in the rollaway I have to ollie over an extension cord because that was the extension cord that came to their power washer. But they were super cool. They let me get like an extra 5 minutes and stuff. So.
Hey guys, you think we can mind moving this cord just for a little while because I just want to not kill myself and split my face open on your concrete? Damn, and an extension cord, dude, that's a heavy-duty extension cord. Like the biggest I've ever seen because that looks more like a garden hose to me.
You typically want to get there early in the morning to try and beat the crowds, but no matter what time you go, it's always hectic. There's security that comes by all the time, so you have to kind of dodge those guys. Before we could even start skating, they gave us a warning. Willow was trying to talk to them, but they were talking about giving us tickets.
That's a whole nother element to these street skating parts that you don't realize. The fact that these guys are like literally trying to stash out from security officers and be like trying to keep a chill mind. I remember, since I'm from Carlsbad, California, I remember Carlsbad High School, The Gap, and I remember like hanging around watching dudes, the pressure of dudes trying to get these clips. This was like watching Danny Way over there. I rode the small gap, and I pulled an ollie off the small gap before, but that's all I did. Other than that, I cheered, man, and I just, and it was fun. It was fun. But yeah, security got pretty heavy on that spot too.
So we're always looking over our shoulder throughout the session.
So you know what that seems like to me? That's your fear brain at work. Like here, he stuck it almost every time. Feet landed on the board and he just fell off. But here, he's not even landing on the board, probably because that part of your brain wants to protect you and be like, you know what? Try this, but you're not going to land on that board because that's dangerous. And at some point, I'm assuming, if you talk to Chris, he may say something totally different. But in my old head, it says this is the brain inside me that can't hit the coping up 8 feet high because I'm just chicken shit, right? And that's why, like, in my mind, I gotta growl because I'm wimpy, and that growl distracts me from being scared shitless. Yeah, he's kicking the board away practically almost.
To be honest, the first few tries weren't looking that good. It wasn't like a year before where he was sticking every one of them. They were kind of loose and not catching them. There was a couple of times.
I mean, that looks intentional to me. I bet you he could have landed each one of those. But he's worried about twisting his ankle and falling, right? Like, nobody. I think there's no skater that can do that better than that. I think that Chris just hit this and hit this and hit this and hit this. And then he visualized it. And he's like, I got this.
Times actually where Chris would sit down and hide away from the security as they did their laps around and then get back up and try.
Man, that just screams nerves.
Tries, I think, like total that morning.
And then out of nowhere, the first one he caught, landed and rode away.
The ollie over the cord kind of surprised me.
Wow! Hell yeah! Look at that,
the whole
dude.
project, his last trick and one trick. It's just the end and the vibe.
That's
and
sick.
How much effort he
Imagine how he feels right now. Like, yeah,
man,
did it.
It's awesome. Can't believe Willow caught my shirt too. Like, man, that's sick.
That's awesome, dude.
It was just such a memorable moment that it seemed like a good way to end his part and the video.
You know, skateboarding is one of those things where everyone around you feels the joy, you know, especially after seeing this guy take so many hits. Just to even be there and not be into skateboarding, to see him get it, you know, that's amazing. I don't know, that's amazing. This guy's a beast.
When they picked this for the ender, I was like, that makes complete sense. For the ender on my part, at least. I didn't even like think about it as the ender of the video. Like, that's crazy. Damn, that just made me realize that. Like, I realized it was the ender of my part, but then I always thought like, oh, credits come next. But damn, that's like the end of the video.
There it is. There it is. The end of the video. His part. Like, I haven't even seen his part. What else can Chris Joslin do? So, but you know what? We all experience this at our own level. And to some guys, to some old guys, like, follow my channel, you know, you're beginning. And I meet a lot of them, dude. I try to give advice to some who ask. And there's always some people out there that are nervous and they ask a lot of questions and advice, but they're never going to try. And, you know, for me, I used to be more like, in the beginning, a little more like, motivate by like challenge, you know, and then because that's the way I sort of do it, you know. If somebody says, come on man, do this, it sort of pumps me up, and it doesn't make me aggravated, or it doesn't make me like more scared and want to shut down. But I've noticed with some people it doesn't work, you know. They're not that kind of person, and it makes them retreat, you know, run and hide and things like that. So These kind of stories pump me up. I'm not sure how, I don't know. There's just a level of like believing in yourself that has to happen if you're going to ride a skateboard. Otherwise, get a cruiser and run to the market. But you know, then even still, you're worried about that twig, the pebble, the crack in the concrete, the idiot driver. You know what? Have fun in your life. Take some chances and live. That's what it's all about. Skate or die, brother. Later.